Morning, everybody. Hope you had a nice weekend. Always nice to have that cup of coffee. Once again, shout out to our retired Vincentians in Perryville, Missouri. And also a special shout out to people who have needed our prayers for healing. And I remember Bob and Stan in Illinois and Frank in Michigan. And there's Leela and Michaela in California. And I think Debbie too. I think she's from California. All you people, we're praying for you. So I think everything should be okay. As you can tell, I'm not in my office or in my house, and I'm not in Kansas City with my brother. I'm in a new place. We're visiting our cousin Gary and his wife Katie, and they live up in Wisconsin. And so we're coming to you from Wisconsin this morning. And here's what I've been thinking about. It's on my mind. My brother and I are going to be celebrating another birthday in a few days. And I've been thinking about the Hall of Fame for seniors. You know, I think there is a Hall of Fame for when you become a senior. And there's a couple conditions that bring you into the Hall of Fame as a senior. And one of the conditions is you end up with NEA. It's kind of a disease that has no cure. And NEA stands for nothing's easy anymore. You drop things. You forget things, your joints don't work, you don't hear as good, you don't see as good. This is all part of nothing's easy anymore. I tell you about not seeing good anymore. This guy Pat, you know, he's got a brother who has a boat in California. He's always bragging about the boat, and it's up in San Francisco. And so he's out to dinner with Roger, and Roger says, "Hey, how's that boat of yours?" "Well, it's my brother's boat." "How's it doing?" He said, "Well, my brother don't have that boat anymore." "How come?" So Pat says, "Have you ever seen that big rock right near the Golden Gate Bridge?" Roger says, "Yeah, I've seen it." And Pat said, "Well, my brother didn't see it." So the boat's gone. He didn't see good anymore. And that's part of nothing's easy anymore. Now here's the other one. The other one is not a disease. Well, maybe it is. It's a condition. And it's called RT. And it stands for remember this. See, to be in the Hall of Fame as a senior, you don't look to the future as much as you look to the past. And you love looking at old pictures, and you love remembering stuff that you did. And it's all wonderful because so many things were so good in your life. And plus, you don't know about your future, not when you're a senior. So that remember this was really wonderful for Dick and me, because our ministry, the parish mission ministry, has brought us all over the world. And not only have we been able to see the world, but we've been able to meet so many wonderful people all over the world. So to remember those journeys and that past is really a wonderful thing. And it brings up not only good feelings, but it brings up the beauty of being connected to other people. So, you know, to become in the Hall of Fame for seniors, there's no cure for NEA. That's just part of the difficulty of life. Nothing's easy anymore. But remember, this is wonderful. So don't stop looking back. Even though you want a future, don't stop looking back and remembering all the good stuff. Now, I didn't come to visit our cousin and his wife, Katie, alone. Came with my brother. So I think he has a few things he'd like to say.
Well, I have a lot to say, but I only have a few minutes to do it. So I'll try to summarize this very simply. St. Paul said that in the end, only three things last: faith, hope, and love. And most of the time, people talk about the last one, love, but I would like to spend a few moments on the middle one, on hope. Hope is to look forward to tomorrow because of what I do today. So here's what I thought. I am hoping for these things to happen. And as a senior, you don't have a lot of time, so I want these to happen soon. So here's what I'm looking forward to. I want to look forward to no more masks. They're a pain. I'm hoping we come to a point where there's no more masks. I'm looking forward to the day when I don't have to go through drive-thrus, so I can go inside the bank, I can go inside McDonald's, I don't have to go through the drive-thru. I'm looking forward to doing parish missions. I'm looking forward to freeing our friends in Canada. We'd like to free them. They're locked in and they can't get out. So we're trying to free them. I'm looking forward to the day when my brother and I can celebrate our 50th. I'm looking forward to traveling and being with friends. I'm looking forward to going on a cruise. I'm looking forward to no more social distancing. I'm looking forward to going to a restaurant where I don't have to worry about a waitress not having a mask and taking my order with droplets going all over the place. So I'm looking forward to a lot of things. Most important of all, I'm looking forward to the day when we are all working together to make things better. I'm looking forward to the day when we have less fighting, less anger, less hatred. And I'm looking forward to the day when Jesus is the King. And everything that Jesus wants us to do, we do. So that's my hope as a senior. Bob is right. We need to remember the great things, but we also need to look forward. In conclusion, you remember when you get ready to plan a vacation, the anticipation brings as much joy as the actual vacation, because there's so much excitement about what's going to happen. So that gives me great hope for the future. But I have to pray. I'm praying that these things that I want, that I'm looking forward to, will happen quicker. And it only happens quicker if God lets us. So I'll tell you what, why don't we say this prayer? We'll conclude with this prayer, like we always do, our mission prayer. And I'm saying it today, hoping that those things that I would like to see happen quicker. So join me. Divine Savior, transform me into yourself. May my hands be your hands. May my tongue be your tongue. Grant that every faculty of my body may serve only to glorify you. Above all, transform my soul and all its powers, that my memory, my will, and my affections may be the memory and the will and the affections of you. I pray you to destroy in me all that is not of you. Grant that I may live but in you and by you and for you, and that I may truly say with St. Paul, I live now, not I, but Christ lives in me. Hey, thanks for listening. Wait till see you next week.